When I say the word montage, one of the first things that probably comes to your mind is a Rocky training montage. There's at least one in every Rocky and Creed film, and these sequences often steal the show and go on to become the most iconic moment from their respective film. But today I want to take a look at the first legendary training montage and really break down why it was so damn good and why it became a staple of not only this great franchise, but of pop culture in general. And perhaps the most integral aspect of every Rocky training montage is the emotional turmoil that our lead character is going through leading up to their big fight, because this internal struggle is used to emotionally underscore all of these sequences, as the blood, sweat, and tears they're shedding serve to symbolically show their evolution as a fighter, and even more importantly, as a human. While yes, these montages would still be fun spectacles without the rich emotional and mental growth that is taking place, they would not be nearly as good. And by prioritizing character development over mere spectacle, it makes the hard work we're witnessing feel authentic and inspiring. It allows us to truly feel like we're in their shoes. And in the first Rocky film, everyone is underestimating our lead character. Even Rocky himself. He's just some low-level local boxer who never made it. And as Rocky tells Adrian, I was nobody, but that don't matter either. Cause I was thinking, it really don't matter if I lose this fight. It really don't matter if this guy opens my head either. Cause all I want to do is go the distance. Nobody's ever gone the distance with Creed. And if I can go that distance, and that bell rings and I'm still standing, I'm gonna know for the first time in my life that I weren't just another bum from the neighborhood. And this perfectly encapsulates Rocky's struggle. He wants to, for once in his life, be special and make something of himself. He views this fight as his one chance to rise above his current status in life. And the training montage in this film allows us to go through this struggle alongside Rocky. Right off the bat, we start with a beautiful shot that shows the sun rising in the background, which of course establishes that Rocky is up bright and early, grinding to get better. But we also get a nice lens flare on the camera here, which impressively puts us as viewers in Rocky's shoes. Just as he's having to deal with the glare from the sun because he's up so early, we are also getting a glare from the sun. And putting us in Rocky's shoes in this way really helps us feel his struggle and draw inspiration from him. And this continues throughout the montage. For example, when Rocky is doing his one-arm push-ups, note that the camera is placed low to the ground. Our perspective through the camera lens is right there with Rocky. Rather than seeing him from above as he does this grueling workout, we're on his level, almost as if we're doing it with him. And a little further into the montage, we even get a close-up shot of these push-ups, and the camera moves up and down in this shot with Rocky, again giving us a similar perspective to our lead character as we're forced to mimic his motions. And we see similar camera work as Rocky is doing his sit-ups off the edge of the boxing ring, as the camera again swings with Rocky, capturing a similar movement to what he's doing, making sure we're visually experiencing the same thing as this lovable underdog. If he's feeling the weight of trying to prove he's not some bum from the streets, then we too should be feeling this with him. And in fact, the only moment in this montage where the camera isn't positioned to be at the same level as Rocky's perspective is at the very end of the sequence when Rocky is dancing at the top of the steps he just climbed. Here we get a shot from a very low angle that places Rocky high above the camera and our point of view. And this is a brilliant way of visually telling us that through all of this hard work, Rocky has grown and is now on a much higher level as a boxer and as a man. And as the camera slowly zooms in on Rocky here, I believe the director is trying to recreate the feeling that Rocky had while climbing these massive steps, essentially letting us visually experience the climb that Rocky just made himself. And not just the physical climb he made up these steps, but his emotional and mental climb as well, because being at the top of these steps symbolizes that Rocky has done it. He's put in as much work as humanly possible, he's truly ready for his moment. And the music used in this montage also emphasizes all of these things. It's a super triumphant sounding instrumental that should inspire anyone with an active heartbeat to get up and make something of themselves. And even though I'm Gonna Fly Now has very few lyrics in it, when do we get these lyrics in this sequence? Well, we get the trying hard now, it's so hard now lines right about in the middle of the montage while Rocky is doing his one-arm push-ups. Which makes sense, he's in the middle of the grind, so it was indeed very hard for him in that moment. And we only get to the "gonna fly now, flying high now" line once Rocky has climbed the steps and is raising his hands up high, symbolizing that his journey is complete, and that he has metaphorically taken flight. Winning the boxing match is not what's important. It was his journey of self-improvement, and at this moment it is truly complete. This is his highest peak. And through brilliant camera work, this montage ensured that we were on this journey right there with him through it all. And I truly think this montage is one of the biggest reasons why Rocky not winning at the end of the film was still a great ending. Because through allowing us to feel Rocky's journey in this very intimate way, it allowed us to also know that Rocky had already won before the fight even started. The journey is most important, not the final destination, and these training montages are all about the journey, and that's what makes them so damn good. Well, if you made it this far, please let me know in the comment section, what's your favorite training montage from the Rocky franchise? I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please feel free to drop a like or subscribe for more Screen Stories content. Until next time, peace.